Right. Right. Good evening, everyone. Online students, good evening. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Kindly please respond to me in the chat for me. Online students, please check. Please check. Respond to me in the chat. Can you hear me? Can you see the screen? Yes. Perfect. Perfect. So, yep, you can hear me. You can see the screen. All right. Let us start our today's session. So, guys, yes, before starting our today's sessions, as always, let us just try to have a very, very small and a quick recap of the concepts which I had covered in our last 3 days of our session. So yeah, from last 3 days onwards, we've been discussing about IO streams concept. We know what is the use of these IO streams. IO streams are used to read the data from a file or write the data into a file. Yes, yes. Basically, there are four types of streams are there: byte streams, character streams, data streams, and object streams. All we had covered in our like last 3 days of our session. Of course, there is this special streams are also there. Buffer streams also we already covered. So from today onwards, we are going to deal with our collection framework. Right. Guys, collections. This is actually almost as important as OOPS concepts. You can consider same, little bit more also. Little bit more than oops also. In every interview, 100%, 100% you will be getting questions on collections. Basically, these collections are nothing but data structures. Means they will hold, when I say collections, you need to imagine multiple classes, different classes, combinedly known as collections. You know what is an array? What is an array? What is an array? Array collects multiple elements of similar data types. It may be a data type or else it may be an object also. No worries. We know that. But when you're speaking about collections, they will hold multiple objects. So both array and collections, both these both will play huge role in our projects. If we compare array and collections, obviously collections will play a huge role. So that is the only reason in interviews, two concepts plays a very, very crucial role. OOPS concepts and collections. So we already compared OOPS. Today we are going to discuss about from today, we are going to start discussing about collections. 10 days, below 10 days, depending upon how you guys are understanding the concept. Below 10 days, we'll be trying to complete with our collection framework. In these, 10 days of time, below 10 days of time, today is which day? Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. These 3 days plays a very, very, very crucial role. These 3 days. Today, only introduction. I'm not going to discuss anything related to code, only introduction. Tomorrow, one program, only one program. Day after tomorrow, one program, just one program. If you are good in these 3 days of the sessions, remaining classes will be easy for you. Okay? Right. So, first things first. First question is, first question is why? I mean, why we need to go to collections? Already we are having array. Array is an amazing data structure. I'm not saying no for that. We are already having an array is there. But why we need to go to collections? We know that array is mainly having some drawbacks are there. To be precise, how many drawbacks are there? Mainly three drawbacks are there for array. First one, array length is fixed. Second one, array allows only homogeneous data. Array does not allows heterogeneous data. And finally, last one is array does not have any method support. Mainly these three drawbacks are there. For example, just for example, I'm going to take Let me just try to, okay. I'm going to take array something like this. Okay. I'm taking an array like this. Int array. Okay. Int array. Now here, whenever we are trying to take an array like this, what happens? Obviously, a memory block will be getting created. Okay. Just one, two, three, four, two, three, four, and five. Better, right? So five memory blocks are there. Now, just give me a minute. Keep it aside. Okay. Now, in this array, I am going to store double one. Okay. Double two. Just a minute. Double one. Double two. Double three. Double four. Double five. I'm going to keep it like this. Fine. It will accept. For example, in the place of 44, if I'm going to keep high, if I'm trying to keep simply high, just let me try to keep it like this. High. Is it going to accept? Absolutely not. Immediately we'll be getting an error. Why we'll be getting an error? Why? Because it is an array. Array allows only similar data. Array stores multiple elements of similar data. Okay, okay. We know that. Fine. According to my requirements, I want to add one more element into this array. My project in runtime, I got a requirement that I need to add one more element. If I'm trying to add one more element, what happens, guys? What it is going to generate? It is going to generate array index out of bounds exception. Yes or no? So why length is fixed? Okay, okay. So mainly there are three drawbacks. Length is fixed. It allows only homogeneous data and there is literally no method support. Now I'm going to take a vector. What is that vector? It is a class, just a class. New VECTOR. It is just a class. I'm going to create an object for vector. Okay. Whenever I'm trying to create an object for a vector, what happens, by default, the default capacity of the vector is 10 by default. By default, how many memory positions we will be having, guys? 10. 10 memory positions are available by default. Okay, okay, okay. For example, here I want to write double one, double two, A, double three, high, TRUE true, some double five, 5.5, some double six, something like 43, anything. No problem. It will accept. It will accept. Vector allows, vector allows heterogeneous data. No problem. Okay. For example, according to my requirements, I need to add one more element. That is, I need to add 66. I want to add 66 into my vector. If I want to add 66, if I am trying to add 66 into my vector, I'll not be getting any error or an exception. What happened, my vector size will be automatically doubled in runtime. The size of the vector will be doubled in runtime, and this 66 will be stored in that particular position. That's it. After adding all these elements, if I'm trying to add one more element, again the size will be doubled. Means collections are growable in nature. The size of the collections is not fixed. The size of the collections are growable in nature. Okay. So three drawbacks are there in array. What is the first drawback? The length is fixed. When you're speaking about collect, okay, what is the first drawback for array? Length is fixed. Collections are growable in nature. Growable. They will, the size of the collection classes will be increasing in runtime. Second drawback, array allows only homogeneous data. Collections allows both homogeneous and heterogeneous data. According to your requirements, we can choose. Third drawback, array does not have any method support. Almost for every requirement, collection classes will be having the methods. Method support is there. So collections, right? So this is the only reason array, I mean, instead of array is already there, instead of using array, we will be going with collections. But if you ask me, sir, are you saying that there are no drawbacks in collections? No, there is main one drawback. That is right now, okay, I'm trying to add 66 and my size of my collection got doubled. What about these remaining all these memory blocks? Wastage. Memory wastage. Am I clear with that? So when we need to choose array, when we need to choose collections, if you want to get more performance wise, collections are recommended. Performance wise, collections are recommended. Memory wise, array is recommended. If you know how many elements you need to choose, I mean, if you are having an idea how many elements you need to take, go with array. If you don't have any idea how many elements you need to take, then you need to go with the collections. So one more time I am saying this. Performance wise, array is not recommended. Performance wise. Memory wise, array is highly recommended. When you're speaking about collections, performance wise, highly recommended, but memory wise, not that much. Am I clear with this? Online students, I want you to kindly please respond to me in the chat. Online students, please respond to me in the chat. Am I clear with this? Am I clear with this? Right. Please keep your side heading as collection framework. Please keep your side heading as collection framework. I want you to write like a small, uh, just a second. Yeah, just like a small difference. Array versus collection. Kindly please have this in your notes. Please. Please have this in your notes. Go ahead. Online students, if completed, kindly please message me in the chat. Done? Online students, please respond to the chat for me, guys. Is it completed? Okay, that is good. That is good. That is good. Now, let me remove this. Okay. Now, let's try to understand this collection framework. Okay. Let me just try to keep it like this. Collection framework. Okay, okay. Guys, when you're speaking about collection framework, mainly collection framework is having two root interfaces. There are two root interfaces, not classes, not abstract classes, two root interfaces. What are those? First one is collection. Second one is map. Collection and map. Guys, please don't get confused. Map is not the child interface for collection. Map is one of the root interfaces for collection framework. Just let me try to keep it like this. Collection and map. Most of the time, guys, people will think that map is also one of the child interface for collection. As a matter of fact, when you're speaking about collection interface, we are having three child interfaces are there. List, set, and queue. Queue. For collection interface, we are having three child interfaces. List, set, and queue. These three are the child interfaces for collection. Map is not the child interface for collection interface. Am I clear with that? Guys, remember, collection is different. Collections is different. Collectors is different. First one, collection. Second one, collections. Third one, collectors. Collection, interface. Right now we are dealing with collection interface. Collections, it is a class. We'll discuss that. Collectors, it is also a class which we'll be using in Stream API. Wait for it. Okay. All right. So again, when you speak about collection framework, mainly there are two root interfaces are there. Two root interfaces. What are those? Collection and map. Okay. Okay. Now, when you're speaking about collection interface, there are three child interfaces are there. List, set, queue. For list, we are having three implementation classes: array list, linked list, vector. Okay. There are three child classes. Implementation classes are there for list. For set, we are having three implementation classes: hash set, linked hash set, and reset. These three are the implementation classes for set. Let me just try to keep it a little bit like this. Okay, child classes for set. For queue, we are having two classes: linked list and priority queue. These two are the child classes for queue. Just let me try to keep it like this. Okay. For map, separately, we are having four implementation classes for map: hash map, linked hash map, tree map, and hash table. These are the four implementation classes for map. Okay, just let me try to keep it like this. Okay. Okay. Now, just a sec. Please tell me, what is this collection interface? Sorry, what is that collection? It is an interface. What is this map? Please tell me. It is also an interface. Interface. List interface. Set interface. Yes or no here? Speak out. Interface. Queue. Interface. Array list, linked list, and vector. What are these? These are classes. These are classes. Hash set, linked hash set, reset, classes. Linked list, priority queue, classes. Hash map, linked hash map, tree map, and hash table. All these are classes. Okay, guys, when you're speaking about collection framework, there are a lot of classes are there. Literally, a lot of classes are there. Not only these 11 or 12, lot of classes are there, but these are most frequently used and asked classes in the interviews. Am I clear with that? Respond. Online students, I want you to kindly please respond to me in the chat, guys. Please respond to me in the chat. Please respond to me in the chat. Come on, come on, come on. One more time. One more time. Tell me, when you're speaking about collection framework, okay, basically, what is a collection framework? Collection framework is nothing but a group of classes. Just group of classes. Mainly when you're speaking about collection framework, interfaces are there. Okay. What are those two root interfaces? First one is collection. Second one is map. Map is not the child interface for collection. Map is one of the root interfaces for collection framework. When you're speaking about collection interface, when you're speaking about collection interface, we are having three child interfaces are there. List, set, queue. In list, we are having three implementation classes, array list, linked list, and vector. In set, we are having three implementation classes, hash set, linked hash set, reset. In queue, we are having two implementation classes, linked list and priority queue. Wait. Sir, linked list is also present in list. Yeah, we'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. And in map, we are having four implementation classes, hash map, linked hash map, remap, and hash table. Okay. So all these are present inside a package known as java.util package. Util. All. Each and every collection class, I mean to say collection framework. Each and every collection framework class is present inside which package, guys? Please tell me which package? Java.util package. Just let me try to write it here. Give me a minute, please. Okay. Every package. I mean, every class, each and every class is present inside java.util. Just let me try to keep it like this better. Okay. Everything is present inside java.util package. So if we want to use any of these collection classes, pretty much damn sure we need to import java.util package. Okay, okay, okay. All right. Now, just okay. Now, guys, for example, just for example, uh, you want to go to, like, you are trying to plan a vacation. From here, you want to go to Switzerland. You want to go to Switzerland. Before going to Switzerland, generally, we will check the requirements. Check the requirements means, why is Switzerland here? Before coming to Hyderabad, before coming to Hyderabad, from your home, whenever your mom packed your belongings, she will ask, I mean, she's going to check, for example, dresses, check, pickles, check, money, check, tickets, check. Are you understanding exactly what I'm saying? Phone, charger, wallet, check. There are some checklist. Come on. Basing on the checklist, we will choose the requirements. Means, for example, just for example, from here, I want to go to Goa. I'm having a bike and I'm having a car. Which one I'll choose? Car. Absolutely. Why? Car is having AC. Check. Car is more comfortable. Check. It's a long journey. Check. Car can hold more luggage. Check. Checklist. Are you getting the point? Like that, collection classes also, if we want to choose a collection class, for example, I want to take array list. Why? Why you want to take array list? Why you want to take linked list? Why you want to take hash set? So in order to get that clarity, we need to follow a checklist. 8-point checklist is there. 8-point checklist. I mean, what is that checklist? Let me just try to 8-point checklist, guys. Just a sec. Let me try to write like this. Checklist. Okay. So what? Come on. Okay. What is that checklist? How many points I told you? 8. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8-point checklist. First one, insertion order. First one is insertion order. Next one, heterogeneous data. Next one, null value. Next one, duplicate elements. Next one, availability from. Available from. Available from. Default capacity. Size increases by how much? Synchronized or not? Means we need to check whether that particular collection class maintains insertion order, whether it is going to allow heterogeneous data, is null values are allowed, duplicate elements are allowed, since from which version it is available, what is its default capacity, how the size increases. Means after adding all the elements, for example, take vector. What is the default capacity for vector? 10. After adding all the 10 elements, the size of the vector will be doubled. So like that, what is the default capacity and how the size increases and whether is that synchronized or not. These are all the 8-point checklist we need to follow. Okay. Just let me try to remove this question mark. Okay. Now, this is the 8-point checklist. Let me just try to keep it like this. Right. Means, for example, let's take array list. Array list insertion order is maintained or not. Array list allows heterogeneous data or not. Array list accepts null value or not. Array list allows duplicates or not. Array list is available from which version? Array list, what is the default capacity? Array list size increases by. Array list, is it synchronized or not? All these 8 points we need to check for all our collection classes. Array list, linked list, vector, hash set, linked hash set, tree set, priority queue, hash map, linked hash map, tree map, and hash table. All for all these collection classes, we need to check this checklist. That's what I'm trying to say. If you are understanding one program, remaining all the classes are very, very easy. Very easy. Are you understanding the point here? Okay. Online students, I want you to kindly please respond to the chat, guys. Please respond to the chat, guys. All right. That is good. That is good. That is actually good. Okay. Now, let us just try to have an idea about, okay. We are having 4 interfaces, list, set to queue, map. Let's just try to have an idea about what is that list, set, queue, and map. Just a small idea. Okay. Now here I'm going to write list, set, queue, and map. Just a sec, queue, and map. Okay. Now, list, list. In list implemented classes, elements will be stored just like an array. List allows duplicate data. One more time. In list implemented classes, list implemented classes means what are those? array list, linked list, vector. In list implemented classes, elements will be stored just like an, tell me, just like an array. List allows, L-I-S-T, list allows duplicate data. We can store duplicate data inside the list. In list implemented classes, elements will be stored just like an array. List allows duplicate data. Okay, duplicate elements are allowed. Duplicate elements are allowed. Okay, okay, okay. Let me go to set. Let us just try to check this set. In set implemented classes, in set implemented classes, elements will be stored, okay, like an array, no issues. Elements will be stored like an array. Set does not allows duplicates. Set does not allows duplicates. Am I clear with this? Respond. This is the major difference. I'll explain. Wait for it. Set does not allows duplicates. Okay. In queue, elements will be stored in the form of first in, first out order. In queue, in QUE, in queue, elements will be stored in the form of first in, first out order. Just first in, first first out order. That is most commonly known as FIFO. Okay. In queue, elements will be stored in the form of first in, first out order. In map, elements will be stored in the form of, in map, data will be stored just in map implemented classes. In map implemented classes, data will be stored in the form of key value pairs. Key value pairs in map. Okay. In map implemented classes. What are map implemented classes? How many are there? 4. What are those? Hash map, linked hash map, tree map, and hash tab. In all these 4 map implemented classes, data will be stored in the form of, please tell me, in the form of key value pairs. Just like a small example, I'm going to give Kishan, and here I'll go with 101, my employee ID. Let's consider like this. So basically, this is the key. Just give me a minute. Okay. Now here, this is the key, and this is the, please tell me, what is this? This is the value, key value, just like this, just like this. Okay, okay. Now, please give me a minute. Just let me try to keep it like this. So list, that is list. This is set. This is queue. And finally, I'm going with the map. Now I have a small question, guys. I want to store student names, just student names. Which one I need to choose? List or set or queue or map? Only student names. Tell me, what is your opinion? Which one I need to choose? I'm sorry, list. Why list? Why list? Duplicates. You know, student name means there is a chance of getting a duplicate name. I cannot go with set. Why I cannot go with set? Set does not allow duplicate values. Okay. For example, I want to connect or else I want to collect student phone numbers. Then tell me what I need to choose. Set. Why? Because four numbers will be unique. There is no chance of getting a duplicate data. I want to collect both name and phone number. Map. Key value pairs. Are you getting the point? Okay. Let me just try to. All right. Yeah, that is good. That is good. That is good, guys. That is good. Online insurance. That is good. Now I'm just going to keep this. Give me a minute. Okay. This is about list set to queue and map. Right. Now I have a small question, guys. Just a very, very, very small question. Question is, in how many ways, just a simple question, in how many ways we can retrieve the data from collection classes? In how many ways we can retrieve the data from collection classes? Yeah, sure. Let me just try to keep it like this. I believe you understand the question, guys. Okay. Now, just a small answer. We can retrieve the data. We can retrieve, we can retrieve the data, or else we can retrieve the elements from collection classes in below mentioned in below mentioned five ways. Yeah, today we are having five ways, guys. We are totally having five ways to retrieve the data from collection classes. Okay, just let me try to keep it like this, please. One, two, three, four, and five. Totally five ways we are having. In these five ways, starting two are traditional approaches. You already know. You already know. What are those? First one is by using for loop. Second one is by using, please tell me, by using for each loop. One more time. First one is by using for loop. Second one is by using for each loop. By using for loop, we can retrieve the data from collections. By using for each loop also, we can retrieve the data from collections. Wait, where we have used this? Come on, guys. Array. In an array, arrays is different. Array is different. Okay. So yeah, when we're discussing about array concept, we know how to retrieve the data from our array by using for loop and for each loop. Do you remember the concept or not? Respond. Okay. All right. All right. Now, okay.